So the point is, again, what is it that we're trying to do here? We're actually trying to take the challenge that is posed by change. Every change poses challenges. And as I say, we humans are averse to change. We are animals of habit. We actually get to love our habits. It's so hard for us as human beings to accept change, whatever change it is, whether it is instead of getting up and brushing your teeth, try doing something else in the first place. For example, going to work without brushing your teeth, or doing something which is what your habit. Can you do that? You cannot. It's so hard to break a habit. Again, the same thing. It's so hard to make a habit. So what is it that we're trying to do? And change is the thing that actually tries and breaks your habit, breaks your routine. So what happens then is it could be in the way that you do things. It could be the processes. It could be the workflow. It could be, for example, we never thought about searching before so beautifully. I mean, by Google search engine, it came through about 15 years ago, and then they actually changed the habit of navigation completely. We never searched for anything before that. I mean, we were actually browsing. We click, 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 click. So to get to a particular product on the website right now, for example, now you go to Amazon or eBay and you search. First thing you open that and you say search. You say paintbrush, you say on the search box. You're not going to go to all the way. I mean, I'm just talking about the typical average user. You still can go to all the home, and then from there hardware. From the hardware you say a decor. From the decor you click the decor, and then you actually get equipment, and from equipment you say brushes, and then you say then you get to click on the brush or the roller there. So you can actually go click, click, click. Even now, that's a browse thing. So you give the option for some users who still prefer to do that. But primarily, your products have been geared to actually kind of accommodate searchability, right? So you go and type in paintbrush, and then you get options, and then you go through, you filter, you sort, and then you click on the first or second or fourth of the search results, right? So it changed your behavior. So to be able to change the behavior of people, it takes a long time. It's a really, really difficult thing. But then it's important that we accept this. We need to change because it is inevitable, whether it is in the habits, with the lifestyle, with the technologies, with the way we work. Like we're working from home online now, right? We're all working online now. We're having this conference, this kind of conference call facility where you can see me here. Instead of actually, get into a hotel room like before. It takes so much of struggle to actually find the hotel room for us, or even to look at the options of that, book it, and then you have got to travel all the way. But now we are actually having this kind of conversation, almost, it's more one way now, but I hope it will be two-way sooner, where you can actually kind of engage in a conversation, you ask questions, we can have this discussion here, me sitting in my room and you sitting in your own house. That's changed, that's happened. You've got to adjust yourself to that. You can't just say, no, I would still like to have face-to-face meeting. Yes, people still do that. People still like to have face-to-face meetings. Perhaps even now, a lot of work can get done better with meeting people face-to-face or a cup of coffee and then talking and discussing, seeing them eyeball to eyeball, as what we say. But is that the only way? Is that the only way that we do all the work? Not necessary. We can still do a lot of things like this, for example, online. So why not use that? And that's the important thing. It is inevitable. Change is inevitable. You see the technology, the huge technology landscape, the change happened from browsing to searching, from PCs, from the huge machines of IBM that we were discussing the other day, that occupied a whole room, to that of a PC, a personal computer, from that of a desktop, from that to a laptop, and now from that to a mobile phone, and perhaps to the wearable devices. What we're talking about is change. It's exploding. We can't resist. We can't just say, you know what, I'm still happy with my desktop. I don't want to use a mobile phone. Fair enough. There's still some minority of people who do that. But why do you want to fight change? If you want to go along quickly, you might as well, this packs a punch. This phone that you have in your hand now, it packs a punch. It has got more power and more processing power, more memory than your PC 3 years ago. It has got a good, I don't want to sell about the mobile phone, but the whole idea is that let's not fight change. Let's try and adapt ourselves to change. Let's try and manage the change better. So in that context, the same in the IT context, for example, you still can work in COBOL, you can work in mainframes, you can work in those big computers and things like that. But the world moved on in technology. More so in technology, it changes so rapidly. There's so many advances in the front end, in the back end, from the SQL, Oracle, we've got DB2 previous in the database, IBM, then from there, AS400, from there, all these, fantastic DBase, 3+, and all those things, technologies. Now we moved on from there to the SQL, Microsoft SQL, about 20 years ago. From the SQL, we have got Oracle, the enterprise, big, huge enterprise ones. And then from there, what we have now is a NoSQL. We've got these kind of what we call as NoSQL databases where entities are managed. It's not relational databases. It's not relational. It's all driven by the objects. You can put anything there. It doesn't expect you to be of a fixed format, fixed row, fixed field. Anything, you can chuck anything in there. You can chuck images, videos, audio podcasts. You can chuck text content. You can chuck anything in the database. It would kind of, with some intelligence of its own, apply its own parameters and tag them accordingly. The mark logics and the XML based kind of things like MongoDB, Mongo database. So we are actually seeing a huge shift in the technologies as well. We can't just fight saying that I still want to be AS400 the best, I still want to do that. Fair enough, good luck to you. So in that context, we need to adapt ourselves, and Agile is the only way to go. Agile gives you the toolkit that kind of, it has got the right techniques, right methods, right approaches, all the best that you can try and use to make sure that you accept the change, to understand the change, to be able to prepare yourself to respond to the change better. And that's why Agile is the only way to go.